Hey everybody, how we doing today? Today we're going to be finishing up our Danish 24-hour ration. We're going to start with our lunch, and for lunch we've got our tuna in water, our mackerel and tomato sauce, our wheat bread with peanut butter, cashews, raisins, our protein bar, our cinnamon raw bite bar, and then we also, for drinks, we have our peach and our Colombian freeze-dried coffee. First, I'm going to get this coffee going. I've got a canteen cup with some water. And we'll get our dime stove, which is just off camera. Get it fired up. And we'll get it heating our water. And let's hope we don't get a same thing happened the last time, which was to dump it all over the place. Next up, we're going to go ahead and mix up our peach drink. And today, for the featured knife, since Sticky Fingers had to say I didn't feature a knife last time, we're going to use our little Frost Cutlery knife that I found about 20 years ago. This thing has just always been a good little pocket knife. Stays sharp. It's excellent. So our peach drink. Man, that smells delicious. Very peachy smelling. Add some water. And that's got a kind of a neat peach color on that. Give it a quick stir. And we're using it in our Destroyer glass because, I mean, come on, was there ever a better album than Destroyer? Let's give that a taste. Yeah, that is delicious. I do love peach flavored drinks. All right. Next up, let's go ahead and check out our protein bars. You'll notice I'm saving this fish probably for last to open up because I really am not excited about eating it. But so here's our raspberry protein bar. It looks like it's covered in like maybe a yogurt. Our apple cinnamon raw bite bar. That's about what I'd expect it to look like. Maybe like a Lara bar. Alright, let's check out our raisins next. By the way, I didn't mention it in the last video, or the part 1, but I had gotten this ration from, of course, Rations and More on eBay. Check them out. I put a link in the description. Right, our water's boiling, you can see that. So we're going to go ahead and cut that off. We'll go ahead and make our coffee up real quick. And I'm actually going to use a tiny little coffee cup that I got from Sticky Fingers. He sent it to me in the mail with some other things that we'll review pretty soon. And this looks to be about perfect for a cup of coffee. Or we could use a canteen cup, but add some boiling water. All right, we'll give that a quick stir. Set this up off to the side. Actually, we'll move all this over. All right, so we'll check out our cashews next. And these are one freeze-dried little vacuum packed pack. All right. Oh. Check out our Bridgeford bread. This looks kind of different than the US MRE bread, even though it's Bridgeford. I'm just going to go ahead and try a bite of this because the US bread's usually not this thick. Yeah, it's not too bad. A little dry, but not too bad. Let's get our peanut butter. And this seems either like it's got a lot of air in it or that it's just really loose, kind of watery. So we'll find out really quick here. Put some on the bread. Yeah, it's just a kind of a loose peanut butter. Oops. Now we'll give that a taste real quick since it's going to run. It's a good peanut butter. It's just really oily and kind of runny. Okay, well, now we're going to go for the unmasking of the mackerel and tomato sauce. And this is something that I've dreaded since I opened up this ration. It's just not something I'm keen on eating. All right, right off the top, it doesn't really smell bad. And I may be surprised and it may be really good. But something tells me I won't be. All right, now we've got our tuna flake in water. Again, tuna, nothing wrong with tuna. But I'm always leery of it in a ration. All right, well, there's a little bit more in there that just doesn't want to come out, but I'm not too concerned about it. All right, well, let's give this a try. Now we're going to try this mackerel and tomato sauce. See, it's a lot of fish. Decent, you know, little chunks of it. It's actually not too bad. It's not what I was really shooting for lunch or what I would. But I'm not from Denmark either. Let's give the tuna fish a try. Again, the tuna shouldn't be too bad. It's just tuna fish. Whoa, let's see if we can get that to kind of focus. Yeah, the tuna fish is just that. It's tuna fish. Nothing extraordinary. Of course, we can all hear Oscar again. So we can get some of this peach drink to wash down our delicious fish. Oh, and the two go together so well. But at least it got that out of my mouth. Now let's try our cashews. These just look to be salted cashews, which they're one of my favorites. Naturally, those are really good. Try some of these raisins, and they look like they might be, some may have been golden raisins. Give them a try. They're sweet, they're soft, they're raisins. Cannot complain. Let's check out our apple cinnamon raw bite bar. Yeah, that's really good. Definitely has a good chew to it. It's got nuts in it. The flavor is really good, sweet. Let's look at our protein bar here, the raspberry protein bar. Kind of like a nougat covered with a yogurt. Give that a taste. Yeah, really good. It's kind of almost like if you would get, in a box of chocolates, you get those raspberry nougat bites. That's it. It's pretty good. Good lunch. I'm going to try the coffee real quick. Yeah, just regular instant coffee. So other than the fish in this one, the lunch with the peanut butter and the bread, the nuts, the bars and the raisins, everything seems really good. This ration is yet to disappoint, other than, you know. But other than that, this ration is yet to disappoint. We'll come back in a minute with dinner. Well, say in a minute, come back in a little while with dinner. And we'll give that a try and see what y'all think there. All right, welcome back to dinner. This is the meal I've been waiting on. This is the one that's going to let us know how good this really is. So for dinner, we've got a little bit of our peanut butter left from lunch, our other whole wheat bread, got our other black currant jam, got our chocolate bar, our spaghetti and meatballs, our lemon flavored drink, never my favorite. We have dried cranberries, and then this apple porridge that I still have no idea what it is. And then we, of course, have our other tea, coffee, and the spicy sauce if we need it to maybe zip up the spaghetti a little bit. So first, let's get started. We're going to get our water heated for our tea and coffee. By the way, these are great little stoves. Get them on eBay, probably $10, $12. They're excellent in the field. Okay, we've got our water heating for that. Let's go ahead and get our, oh, actually, you know, I forgot. Our spaghetti and meatballs, this one we have a flameless ration heater for. So we're going to go ahead and try out the Danish flameless ration heater and see how it works, which should work just like a US one. Got a pad inside of here. So that's to just add it to the bag. Okay. Add water to the fill line. All right. We have a little piece of tape to secure it with. If I can get that off. There we go. It says to just fold it over. Let's see. I'll fold it this way. Get that pad nice and wet. And we'll just set this off to the side and see if it does its thing. All right, next up, while our water's still heating, let's go ahead and check out our chocolate bar that shouldn't be right next to an open flame. Okay, obviously a nice dark chocolate. Let's go ahead and get our lemon drink mixed up. Whoa, I would say that that heater is working quite well. If you want to see that thing in action. that started flaring up and steaming very nicely. So we'll put this back to do its thing. All right, our water seems to be boiling pretty well. Get our coffee ready. All right, let's get our tea opened up. And I'm not going to use a knife on this because I made the mistake once before on a Russian ration and cut right through the tea bag. All right. And we're going to add a little bit of our sugar to both of these. Give them a quick stir. And by the way, yes, metal cups, when you put hot water in them, have a tendency to get really hot as well. So we'll let those sit there and maybe cool down for a minute while our spaghetti is still heating over there. Okay, now let's check out our cranberries. And the one thing that I really have no idea about is our apple porridge. We'll just give that a quick little knead. And we'll find out what this is now. Okay, it's applesauce. Or an apple puree. Fairly sizable portion of it. And we're going to go ahead and open up our bread. And what I think I'm going to do with this, since this is a thicker bread, I'm actually going to slice it. Maybe not that well. Would probably help if I used a longer knife. Okay. So we're going to take our black currant jam. And this is what I should have done at lunch, was use my jam. Take our peanut butter, and we'll make a PB&J. Which I imagine if you were holding this ration for the entire day, you could have done this as a snack somewhere along, whether for breakfast or whether between meals, maybe later that night, whichever. Okay, I don't know if our spaghetti's ready yet. Maybe give that a couple of more minutes. And we'll go ahead and try our apple puree or applesauce. That is actually really, really good. There's little pieces of apple in this. Excuse me, a little bit tart, but really sweet. That is excellent. Go ahead and try our cranberries. Absolutely, dried cranberries, always good. Give our peanut butter and jelly on wheat a try. Absolutely delicious. Can't complain there. Let's give our lemon drink a try. These are usually my least favorite of any drink flavors. And that one, if you like lemon drinks, I'm sure that one will be delicious, but not for me. It's sweet and it's tasty to a point, but it's still lemon. Give our coffee a try. Again, much better. I'm a coffee drinker, so. And let's go with our chocolate bar. Not probably one of the best chocolate bars. Okay, let's go ahead and give our spaghetti a try. But back to the chocolate, it's not one of the best chocolate bars I've ever had in a ration. It's kind of bland. It's sweet and it's chocolate, but it's about the most I can say for it. Okay, this is definitely still steaming. You can see that. I definitely have to say that ration heater is pretty darn good. Let's go ahead and pull open our spaghetti. Okay, right off the bat, I can tell you it's SpaghettiOs. Which is kind of funny. Okay, so here we have our spaghetti with meatballs. I see 3 meatballs in here. Oh, 4. And that is basically, from the looks of it, Chef Boyardee macaroni or spaghetti and meatballs. So let's give it a try. Okay, it's got a little bit more of a spice to it than maybe basil, oregano, than say Chef Boyardee, but basically that is what it is. It's actually really good. Let's check out a meatball. These seem a little bit harder than a canned meatball. Definitely a beef look to it. These are actually really good. A lot better than, say, a canned pasta meatball. More dense. Good flavor. Definitely nothing wrong with this. Yes, this is absolutely an excellent meal. It's large. I could see this, you would definitely be filled up. Let's go ahead and try it with a little bit of the spicy sauce. Doesn't need it, but we're just going to go ahead and give it a try anyway. Just on a little portion of it, because when I finish this, I don't want it ruined by the hot sauce. And of course, you can hear Oscar in the background here, who is demanding some spaghetti meatballs. Okay, that absolutely does nothing to add to it. Well, I'm sorry about the camera shake here. Yeah, that hot sauce, or the spicy sauce, adds nothing for flavor to this. I guess if you just like hot sauce on your spaghetti, it would work, but otherwise, this just has no use for it. So, oh, we didn't try our tea out. Give that a taste. Yeah, it's just a good tea. So for dinner here, we've got our spaghetti meatballs. I give that a definite thumbs up. Our PB&J, definitely a thumbs up on that. Who can go wrong with a peanut butter and jelly? This apple sauce, excuse me for the coughing. Applesauce is delicious. The cranberries are wonderful. The chocolate, it's chocolate, and that's about as far as that goes. Nothing really special. The lemon drink, it's lemon. Nothing more to say with that. Coffee and tea, both good. Overall, this Danish ration, honestly, this is probably one of the more filling rations I've found, or rather that I've tried. It's just packed full of food. Overall, the quality, I give it a probably 10 out of 10 on quality. It's just, there's nothing I could point at that's bad. Flavor, solid 9 out of 10. I got to take a point off for that fish for lunch. But the breakfast and dinner were delicious. All the sides are fantastic. These really, you just cannot go wrong with. So if you want to try one, of course, check out Rations and More on eBay. You can email Drew directly on Gmail, maybe get you a little bit better of a deal. But check him out. There are other sellers that have them, but this is a guy that I know I know and trust, and I definitely would recommend him. So, and I would definitely recommend one of these Danish rations. The only unfortunate side is there was no Danish. How do you figure that? But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and we'll catch you on the next review. Thanks and bye.